What's up? Hold on, let me put the shades on. Let everyone.
Oh, I know it's going shades on.
Oh, you didn't bring your shades?
I didn't bring my shades.
You didn't read the memo?
I would change my entire level.
I'm just with my shades. I got my Stanley. I'm a real it.
That's so basic.
I'm a real it boy.
Showing those gams, those thighs.
Yeah, this whole show. Sometimes I wear socks because I don't want anyone to have the freebie of the feet. But
Yeah, you pay for that.
there's definitely a fella or two whacking off to my feet, right?
Sure.
It's gotta
Absolutely.
be.
Those pretty nice feet too. Got a nice high arch.
Oh yeah? Are you
Yeah.
a foot guy?
Not really, but I definitely look at them. I'm not a feet guy, but I catch myself checking out feet, which I guess makes you a feet guy.
I guess.
Not feet for guys.
I sometimes check out cocks.
That doesn't make you a cock guy,
That's what I'm saying.
folks. Oh,
Sometimes I just like the taste of them. Does that make me
a
gay?
little salty
Sometimes,
on a classic summer Wednesday. A little salty dick.
sometimes I like to just eat a nice construction worker's ass. Sometimes I like to just bend over an Italian.
That doesn't make you gay.
Some guy from Bay Ridge, a plumber from Bay Ridge, I like to eat his ass in a truck after we meet on Grindr. But that's just me checking out what's out there. Oh, you're eating my ass. Oh, the boys in the union won't believe this. Oh, eat that ass.
That's your next sketch. Just eating out a construction guy's ass.
Just some
A
dirty
sweaty-
guinea's ass. Yeah. He's like, oh.
While he's
Wait till
heckling
the
girls.
boys at the local pipe fitters union. I've heard of pipe fitters. Oh, we're not gay. He's just eating my asshole.
Attention to detail.
Here we are. Yo, meet me on Bruschetta Avenue, Bay Ridge. They're wild folk out there. You're born and raised in Queens?
No, I'm from New Jersey. Northern. You're not from Queens?
Okay. You're a Jersey guy.
Northern Jersey, but I've been here on this very block.
You've been this, yeah, we're neighbors.
People say neighbors, but we're actual neighbors. People say, "Oh, like I live on the same block." But
Yeah,
we-
but I just see you peeping. I look out the thing. I see you.
I'm a peeping Jess.
Nothing worse than when the two of us catch each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Having the corner of the eye.
We both have our telescopes. Ah!
I wonder, have you ever seen me walk around naked in my apartment?
I do not.
Okay.
I've never noticed, but I'm not really worried about looking at. I don't look at the neighbor stuff.
Neither do I.
Sometimes there's a guy over that way. You don't have a good angle from my house though.
No, I can't see you. There's a loud
but
ass guy who lives down
Where?
right, like pretty much two doors next to you. He's always outside on his front door, just yelling about shit to his mom.
Which one? The Indian guy?
No, on this side, he's like yelling.
Oh, I know him.
He's
I
like
know
It's
him.
like a bus driver yelling out.
Yeah. And his he moves the car for her sometimes.
Yeah.
And they take up so much
That
space.
guy moves the car for you?
Not for me, no,
Okay,
for
okay.
his mother.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they park. They take their corner spot, but they leave like 7 feet in front of him.
That's your pet peeve.
Oh,
You hate that.
The hood.
Yeah.
I pull up right to.
Yeah.
So we have alternate side parking, which is a racket created by the Cuomos.
Yeah.
Essentially, as far as I know, Governor Cuomo created COVID
Sure.
and alternate side parking, which is. Sometimes I forget that like a lot of people listen to this show where they're not like big
Does it
fat
exist?
dumb Americans. Yeah, well they might be Americans. They're not New Yorkers. They're not cool ass New Yorkers.
Street smart.
Oh, I'm getting a pizza slice. Am I my ass eating? Oh, I want to be a part of it. Oh, this kid eat my ass. My zin fell out of my mouth. Oh, I dropped my zin all over my fucking Derek Jeter shirt. New York.
That's New York shit.
Oh,
That's
can you
true New
believe
York
Governor
shit.
Cuomo put all the old folks in? Governor Cuomo killed my pop-pop. Yo, he gave me Derek Jeter's glove. My pop-pop died because of Cuomo.
My pop.
Uh,
Cuomo took a lot of people out.
yeah, Cuomo fucking, yeah, he was like Stalin.
He was.
Cuomo.
He was.
Shout out to the Cuomos. I
Yeah.
love it. I love the Cuomos.
Sure.
Like, I really, I have a level of respect because I just watched them with Dave Smith. You see Dave Smith evaporated.
He went after Chris Cuomo.
The Chris, yeah,
I
Chris,
saw it.
younger brother.
Yeah.
But and I'll tell you, I've never been right about many things in my life. There's only a handful of things I'm always wrong.
That's all you need.
I'm often wrong. So you think so wrong that the laws will work against you. Even a broken clock tells the correct time.
Once a day? Twice a
day. But I'm so I'm probably wrong. I'm just slow. That's I'm never even correct. I'm just 10 minutes slow all the time. So yeah, but you're broken in the wrong way. You're broken in the sense that
you're almost there.
You're actually worse than a broken clock because you're never correct. You're just slow. You're just a fucking dipshit clock.
Mario Cuomo's got a bridge.
Yeah,
the original Cuomo,
the big daddy.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Trump daddy used to fucking play polo or something, I think. They're from the same neighborhood. They're from that weird neighborhood in Queens.
Oh, yeah.
You know that Queens neighborhood where it's like all like, everyone looks like Sabrina the Teenage Witch's house?
Yeah.
Did that make sense to anyone?
Yeah, it does.
That kind of New England-y, witchy looking house.
Yeah.
They all have curves and cones and shit on their house, yeah.
I would walk around during the pandemic. I would walk around Queens just to like get out of my apartment. I would walk around to like Queensbridge, like all the different neighborhoods, just to explore. There's some crazy places.
Just to see what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but during COVID, so this is where the Cuomo guy showed up with his fucking pierced nipples, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't believe he had nipple. I think he just had hairy nips, and they were
Those
piercing through
some bars. Or like really hairy nips.
From a guy who suffers from hairy nippleitis.
Yeah.
Hairyitis nips.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I can see the nip hair sticking because I have hairy nips, but not really a hairy chest, so it does.
Did he ever deny it?
I don't think he ever even justified it. My question is not even, but you could see the chain running down towards the cock. He had one of those, like a chain wallet type of situation. Some of those people do that.
Nipple ring into a chain wallet?
Into your cock. Yeah, I guess into the.
Yeah. I like a nipple ring. I like a man's foot and a nipple ring.
Love a chick with a nipple ring.
Yeah.
Chick with a nipple ring really lets you know.
Yes.
She wants to fuck.
Yeah.
There's no prudes out there with their nips pursed. Clit pursed is too much. That's sort of like, sorry.
I have to go to therapy. That's too much.
What am I, a fucking D1 athlete? Get out of here. Sorry. Any chick shows up with a clit ring, I go, yeah, you need to head over to Jackson Heights and find some Dominican men to cheat who are done to cheat on their wife, because I'm not fucking sorry. That's not me.
This is a New York episode. We're going into the boroughs. They get Jackson Heights with that clit ring.
Yeah,
get a burger at Jackson
Hole.
Hole.
There's gonna be a Yonkers reference in a minute, and then that'll be what the fuck.
I bombed the Yonkers Comedy Club.
Of course. I bombed at every club. That's one of my goals is to bomb at every state.
Sure.
Before I quit comedy,
sure,
I got to bomb in every state.
Sure. And then if you don't actually bomb, just bring a bomb.
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
No, I'm
just joshing.
Just being serious.
Yeah, do not demonetize us.
No.
Don't bomb public building.
No.
Bomb a public, like a publicly owned, like a government building.
Yeah, make a statement about it.
Not bad. Not bad idea. Ladies and gentlemen, we love the podcast, but if you really want to support the Colum Tyrrell Podcast, come see me live. Come see me do stand-up. I am on the road for the first time in my career. It feels good. I'm all across America, and we do not monetize our YouTube channel because we're not allowed to say certain things if we monetize it. So come see me on the road. The last place where you can truly hear someone say exactly what they want. I've got dates coming up in Tampa, Florida, Yonkers, New York, Port Charlotte, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Cincinnati, Ohio, as well as Skankfest Vegas, Burlington, Vermont, October 20th, Colum Tyrrell and Friends, Lil Sasquatch, Sean Gardini, Lev Fur, Dean Stanfield. That's going to be a good one. Make sure you get to that. Also, Galway, Ireland, October 24th to 26th. I'll be at the Galway Comedy Festival. If you are in Ireland, come see me and my American colloquialisms. All right, loads more dates coming up. ColumTyrrell.com for all those tickets. We also have a 2025 tour we're putting together right now. If you haven't seen me in one of the cities that you are in, ColumTyrrell.com, sign up for the mailing list, and you can request where you want to see me.
All right, back to the show.
Holy moly.
What, like, you know, people, we need to bring, we could bring back arson.
You could?
Like dynamite or whatever.
Through
But,
this pod?
well, not us, but just in society. I think there's too many people shooting up Kmart or whatever.
Yeah.
And
That is true.
I'd rather see a guy strap a bomb to a truck and drive it into the Abraham Lincoln fucking statue.
Yeah. Make a statement about it. I feel like the last bombing was the Boston Marathon, right? That was the real...
Yeah, I think there was another guy, wasn't it? No, there was another couple. There's been some bombs
I'm
since
sure there's
then.
been
But
more
there's some
bombs.
small, low key. They never could really do. They always kept saying, "Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Bombing's back,
Yeah.
guys. Hot and not shoestring tops.
BuzzFeed article. Are bombs back? 10 things
Hot.
to do with the bomb.
Blowing up your local government building. Not Stanley Cups are out. Sorry, folks. If you're carrying a Stanley, you're a fucking no good fat whore. It's gone. There's a new cup in town.
How much is that Stanley Cup? $80?
That cup was $48,
Yes.
but the handle broke off it, so they replaced it. So now I just have my my beautiful bays.
Did you bring that out in the world?
No, there's no handle.
Bring that to the
I'm
cellar?
gonna fucking strap it to my back.
Put that on stage with you on the stool?
One of those little baby pouches,
Yeah.
like in the front.
That's my baby. Staying hydrated.
As a father of a broken Stanley, I'm aware of the trials and tribulations of this country, and we
Comes
need
from a broken family, has a broken
Yeah.
Stanley.
Anyway, but I remember with COVID and all that shit, when the Cuomo show, this is a few times I've ever been correct about anything. The other, so the Cuomo showed up, and then those two fucking dumb wops would go on CNN every night and be like, Mama always said I make better meatballs or whatever. And do you remember that time I beat you in poker in 19th? Well, it was like, shut the fuck up. I couldn't believe it.
But people at the time, people ate it up.
It's AIDS.
You were going deep for that accent. Was that Italian? I feel like it came out like almost African.
My
Your Italian accent.
was it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand what an accent is. I don't know what an accent is. But
People were loving the Cuomos until
I
until
couldn't
they
stand
didn't.
it though.
Oh.
It was chicks in their 30s who needed to feel safe, and they don't have any boyfriends because men. There's just not enough men of 6 foot height. So all these women in their 30s don't have husbands, and then they're feeling insecure. It's a big flu, and women hate getting sick.
Sure do.
No one hates getting sick like a woman.
Sure.
No one's more afraid of getting sick than a woman. Wash your hands.
Absolutely.
All this type of stuff. This is what women do. It's like they're scared of invisible diseases.
Yeah.
Like the woke mind virus. That's a big one.
The woke mind virus.
That's a big one.
WMV.
If you're aware of it. Oh, you read
Yeah.
my studies.
I've been infected.
You read my paper.
Yes. I've been researching.
Yeah, but so women are like, yay, look at these two stupid fucking greaseheads fucking going, yo, mama, I'm mama's favorite. No, I'm mama's favorite. She said your spaghetti's undercooked. And you're going, shut up. Who's watching this shit? And my girl was one of them. Her bird brain. My girl is literally, a bird brain. She's like a canary in the fucking gas. So if my girl is into something, that's when I immediately know she's like a representation of the country. I go, oh, all the other dipshits are into this.
She's into you.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. That's point case. What did I say?
That's deep. That's deep.
Checkmate. There you go. What evidence do you want? But it's like they say they always run studies in like Columbus, Ohio, because they say Columbus, Ohio is like the perfect middle America.
Yeah.
It's not that liberal, but it's not unliberal. It's
Right.
not that conservative. It's big, but it's not that
Yeah.
too big. And that's how they kind of judge the whole country.
I can see
Columbus,
that.
Ohio is a good representation of the entire,
Have you been there before?
and never even heard of it. This is the first time I've ever even heard of it.
Knows all this about it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What the fuck did you just say? Yeah, I've been to Columbus.
Christopher Columbus? There's a funny bone there, right?
There's a funny bone there.
There's
Great
funny bone
funny
everywhere.
bone. I'm actually doing a weekend there, but it's a secret gig, so you
Don't
can't
go.
get tickets. It's a secret
Good. I actually have friends there. I won't tell them about it.
Well, they can find if they can find it, work away. But it's don't tell anyone.
Now I get it.
Now I'm not telling you the
I
dates.
get it.
Though. I'm not telling you the dates.
Got
You can
it.
figure that out. I'm not telling you the dates, but it is next weekend. I think it might have been
Columbus
last.
is nice. I went there for
It's good,
a
solid, yeah.
friend's wedding. It was very nice.
But anyway, those two Guinea brothers were out there doing that, and then turns out he kept fucking fingering all the secretaries, right?
Sure.
And then the brother, he tried to use his connections at CNN to like silence a witness or something. I don't know what exactly he did.
Yeah.
The brother, Chris.
Yeah.
So who was
he
the
got
first?
fired.
Wait, who was the first? The other Chris. What's the other Cuomo's name? The main one, the governor, Andrew.
Andrew Cuomo.
So, yeah,
Mario, Andrew, Chris.
Hansy Andy, as
Yeah.
they would call him around Queens. Yeah, because he was like, he'd be going up to women and grabbing their titties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, come on. And he's like, I'm Italian.
And
Just like a mama used to make. La 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 la.
His daughters, he would like intimidate his daughters' boyfriends, and intimidate the cop.
Oh, you
boyfriends.
have a home by 11:30, okay? Hey, get her an Italian ice, okay? Get it. Go to Giovanni's. Don't go near fucking that Arab spot. Who knows what the fuck they putting in there? Some fucking halal? They're putting halal sauce in there and shit. Oh,
a little halloumi.
halal chicken? Yeah, exactly. So, and then the brother, but in fairness, the brother, like, because I was like, oh, my brother's been accused of sexual assault. Who said that? And they were like, we can't tell you our sources. So then he tried to go behind the scenes and use his,
Right.
he tried to use his journalistic, which is exactly what you would expect from a crooked up family of political guineas.
He had his brother's
Which
back.
is like, if they don't do that, that's insane.
Exactly.
The fact that they didn't have that witness assassinated is
Yeah.
wild.
Good for them.
That's progression.
Good for them, yeah.
Yeah.
He had his brother's back. He had him on the show. People were giving him shit for that. But everything's fucking corrupt. Everyone's got connections, especially when it comes to family. You got to take
Yeah.
care, especially if your mama
Yeah.
makes sauce.
Mama's sauce. She never taught you the recipe. You put too much rosemary in your sauce. Nuh-uh. Remember we played stickball back in '82, and I, like, shut up! You just closed down my family business, my restaurant. My daughter's polio. I can't afford the medical treatment. My father just died, and I haven't been able to see him. He died alone in a hotel room. And then, meanwhile, they're going, oh, did you ever see when Daddy taught me how to do the jitterbug? It was fucking insane. It was a real insane time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cuomos. They'll be back.
They'll be back. Get him on the pod.
I will.
Imagine both of them at the same time.
Yeah, well, I liked Chris Cuomo just got smoked by Dave Smith, friend of
Saw
the show.
the clip.
Dave Smith was like, how dare you? How bloody fucking well dare you?
What was the format of that? Was that on Dave Smith's podcast? It was on like a panel?
Some Turkish fella's podcast. I don't know. I just see his head show up every now and again. But yeah, the two of them sat down. Here's the thing is Cuomo lost his corporate abilities because he's out of, he got caught and they got rid of him. So now he's an online guy.
Yeah.
So in order to be an online guy, you got to do online shit.
Yeah.
So he went in with his old school corporate, I'm not going to answer the questions. And then...
He got called on his shit.
But Dave Smith is literally all he's done for the last fucking 4 years since COVID has been
On the internet.
ask these questions and prove it. So he was sharp as fuck.
Yeah. He came in prepared. He called down a specific quote.
It's funny because Dave is like, me and Dave have always gone along well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get him on the pod. I'm not going to force him to do the pod. Answer some questions about libertarianism.
Sure.
Like, what's a good question to ask him? I don't know.
What's up with RFK's voice? That's libertarian, right? No.
Yeah. Do I need to, if I what's the deal with seatbelts? You know, like, do I have, does the government have any right to make me wear a seatbelt?
Sure.
Yeah. Or speeding. Can I just speed past a child? Like, am I allowed to drive as fast as I want in the car park of a disabled children's school?
I feel like he's the kind of guy that he has an answer for everything, though. He kind of talk his way, which is...
He's a Jew. So you're getting it? Is that what you're getting at? Jesus.
Well, it takes one to know one. I'm a Jew, too.
I know you are. You what?
Good. What did you say? That's the end of the pod.
Yeah. Sorry, Thomas here. What you
I didn't know I had a Jew on my block.
Just me. I froze. Call. The He's in the house. Excuse me for a second. I just gotta go call the cops.
Drew from the block. Jenny from the block.
Yeah, I Drew from the block. You look like the guy who owns the Mets, Mark Cohen. Is that his
Steve,
name?
yeah, Steve Cohen.
Steve Cohen. You got a little Steve Cohen vibe.
I'll take
to you.
that.
Little Steve Cohen vibe.
A
You
little
got-
Stevie Co, a little billionaire vibe.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have Dave Smith and ask him questions. Prison system. Under the libertarian guides, it means that they'll release a lot of prisoners from the prison system. What are we going to do with all these black guys?
Sure.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
We're going to have more black guys on the street? It's crazy. Where are they going to go? What's your solution here? Dave Smith.
If you're anti-immigration, anti-people coming in illegally.
He
look at
hates that's a big thing in the libertarian movement, actually, because
Right.
some of them are like open borders because they believe in free whatever, walk wherever the fuck you want. And he's like, nah,
Right.
it's libertarian for us now that we're here. I don't know. I don't really have a side.
Have you voted any elections in
Never.
America? Can you?
Not in America. I can vote for local shit. And
Yeah.
I should be able, I should vote for, I probably could vote for this president thing if I got off my ass and like actually,
You have a New York State license?
yeah. But that doesn't, I don't think that counts, does it?
I think if...
No, America, I can vote Democrat. Anyone can vote for Democrat. The way the rules are set up is that the Democrats will let you vote. You don't even have to be alive. You can vote for Democrat. Doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But Republican's pretty hard.
You don't have to... You can be the president. and
No,
be alive.
you need 12 forms of ID and a fucking blood transfusion.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think Biden shit his pants yesterday. Did you see that?
Good for him. I saw him freeze.
Yeah, he froze. He froze.
Yeah.
Because Beyonce's out there fucking whatever, and he's just at. He's like, wow. Wow.
Nothing wrong with shitting your pants, man.
Hmm?
What'd you say?
No, not wrong with shitting your pants. That is true. I'm a regular shitting of the pants guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's my own fault. I often drink coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and then then the rest of the day is just a fucking real
That's how you gotta do
It's
it.
a Russian
That's how you
roulette.
start the day.
Russian poulette.
That's pretty good. That's right in my alley. Name of the episode, Russian Poulette.
I'll take it.
A little poo-poo bar.
Yeah. So I'm often shit my pants, but often at home. Very rarely very rarely outside of this house.
That's even
very
sadder.
rarely not on this couch.
Yeah.
It's often where you're sitting right there. Is where
Great.
That's my little where I got the shit.
Beautiful. Feel right at home.
Nice and warm, but yeah, but the president shouldn't be having a breakdown every time he has a conversation about. He goes, and then I said, well, they didn't make this country they were special.
I'm excited for the debates. I think he has to debate. And he's gonna be all hopped up on Adderall.
Well,
and
what's fucking?
He's gonna look great.
Is Trump gonna be in like a fucking orange fucking jumpsuit?
Yeah,
he's,
right.
He's gonna be Skyping in from fucking home arrest. I don't know. Well, what about the son? The son just got arrested
Right.
for
Guns.
pretending he didn't do drugs, which is exactly how everyone that does drugs acts. By the way,
Yeah.
like if I was to apply for a fucking house loan or mortgage or whatever, as it's known for the French, if I was to apply for a house loan and they were like, "Do you smoke weed?" I'd go, "Nah."
Right.
Meanwhile, sir, you're wearing a free the weed shirt and you're a white guy with dreads, sir. So you've got track marks up and down your arms. No.
Not me.
That's from pickleball. I like playing pickleball so much that.
I put needles in my arms.
Oh, disco toot is a joke. Yes, sir. I'm actually a very successful businessman. I have a lot of money from banking.
He's an artist. What's his name? Biden's son. He went on Mark Mason. He's an artist, man. That's why
Biden's son, yeah.
Biden's son.
What's his name? Biden's son?
Biden's son.
Yeah.
He's Japanese. Biden's
Well, what
son.
happened to the other one? The other one croaked it, didn't he?
Yes.
That's not I don't want my president to have a dead son. I'll be honest. Looks pretty weak. You wouldn't.
Trump's got to have a lot of dead sons.
No way.
Come on.
No, Trump's
Stormy Daniels?
Trump's kids are all bovine, fucking big big.
Barron's a big boy.
Yeah, no, Trump's kids are like that bull that just jumped out of the fucking rodeo and ran down that woman. Did you see that?
Yeah. Sir, yeah, that was wild.
She got flipped.
She just stood there. You gotta make a shake and bake. She was wearing red too.
She just went.
Yeah, do something. That was like I thought that was edited. That was the way she flipped.
They were wasted. I think they were so wasted. They were hanging out drunk, so wasted. In fairness, you're hanging out drunk, wasted. You don't really hear the bull. You're laughing about whatever.
Probably, yeah, and saw it.
They're
was
knee
fake.
deep. They're unironically talking about Trump like that, and then they turn around, and then there's just a bull 10 feet from you running. You go. It probably takes because your brain's never seen that.
Can't process that.
You're having a few beers in, because I'm like that. A few beers deep. You're just like, someone could go over slap you, wouldn't even notice.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're so fucking
10 minutes later, you're like, what the fuck?
But there's a bull running at you. Your brain you're going, is that a fly?
Yeah. The guys next to her, they didn't even like react. They just stood there.
Loads of them just stood there and watched the bull run by.
That shit blows my mind. People who go running with the bulls, I know that wasn't even running with the bulls.
Yeah.
But people who go running with the bulls, that's just asking.
I guess.
Asking
But
too
like,
much.
but there is a kind of just, don't
Excitement.
be a pussy. Go get ran over by a bull. Go get your fucking spleen ripped out by a wild animal.
Be a pussy.
That's kind of it. Don't be a pussy. Well, here's what they do say. The truth is this, is that you go do the running of the bulls, the first rows deep are all just white tourists.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all just Americans, big guts, hanging, and and then as soon as that bell goes, because that's when they open the gate. But they say you got 60, 90 seconds or something before the bulls even get close to you. And all the Americans run as fast as they can, whereas the locals wait because they want to touch the bull. Running from the bull is not good enough. You want to run beside the bull and touch it, and every time you touch it, it gives you an erection. Future down the road. That's like
I can see that.
One of those native things.
Yeah.
You know?
It's in your bones, in your bull.
Yeah, Spain is a bunch. Spain has the other one with the tomato throwing.
What?
They throw the tomatoes at each other.
Yeah.
You've seen that one?
Vaguely. What do they just throw tomatoes at each other at like a festival?
Yeah, it's a festival where they just like flood the village with tomatoes, pretty much, and they just throw tomatoes at each other all day.
I wouldn't
and
like
everywhere
that.
you go, it's just full of tomatoes.
I don't like that. I'm not a big like
And then
raw
I think
tomato guy.
and I'm pretty sure they stole it in Argentina. Like that's how funny when so much tourism is like that. With like some guy was like, "Oh, they have a big statue. We should have a statue."
Yeah.
And but so I think as far as I know, in Argentina they stole the tomato thing.
I don't like that one bit.
There's a water pistol, I guess, a water festival in Thailand, and people die.
People going around like
they get like super soakers. There's like
people die
People die
from drowning.
Yeah,
Or
from
like-
crashes and shit. You'd be flying in your moped, and then next thing you know, someone throws a bucket of water off your fucking head, and you crash, and you died. People are drowned. Yeah, it gets fucking vicious. But they have like these.
That sounds like a blast.
They have like these they have like diesel powered fucking.
That'd be a
water
great way
hose.
to fucking
They're
die.
pretty much just water hosing it down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
How'd he die? He died in a water fight.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder how many like old school cops go over there just to hose people down, just
Yeah.
for old time's sake. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like, oh, this brings me back
Back to the 60s.
to the
Yeah, the civil rights.
yeah. Just welcome to the jungle.
Bazooka water guns.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just
Not bad. So and then there's in India they throw paint at each other and shit.
right.
It's not bad. Just have these festivals where you fuck shit at each other.
Yeah. We just do protests here. We just do protests.
Yeah, and then in Italy, there's a festival where they're all just covered in tomato sauce, like pizza sauce, but it's all year round. It's like anytime you go to Italy, they're just covered in flour.
Bunch
Like,
of marinara.
Oh, you come in.
You gotta have the Sunday sauce.
Oh, it's
dumping a bucket on
the
you.
festival of San Giuro or whatever the fuck. We have sausage and sauce. They really are horrible people. They really are just a horrible. They're like Africans with tighter pants, aren't they? They're fucking really terrible. The Italians are a fucking horrible race. Just their skinny Vespas and pants.
I don't know, man.
You
I like mozzarella.
I
like
matzo ball soup.
I love matzo balls.
That's what you like.
That is what I like. A big fresh ball of matzo. You ever been to Rosario's? over on 31st under the train.
Yeah,
Italian market. Some
course.
good Italians in there. That big Italian. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we'll do trade with the wops. Listen, we'll do an all bartering system.
Where I'm trying to get you to like Italian food. You ever had chicken parmesan?
You never met Tony? They got a lot of dried goods down there you want to check out. A lot of cured. Yeah, but that's like as old as time itself. A tradition of handing money to an Italian man, and he shaves off a couple of the.
Some parmesan.
You ever weigh that stuff? Go get yourself a pound of fucking beef cheek down there. Get home. It's nowhere near, not even close.
Sure.
The
scales all messed up.
Yeah, they have a dodgy little Mario Wayne scales thing. It goes. Voila.
You ever see the Sopranos? It's the Sopranos episode. No.
What? The what?
It's like singers. People like there's a soprano. Yeah, I like.
I think like the mob.
No,
Okay.
I like people who sing.
Okay.
Tone of voice. I like a high voice.
Tone of voice.
Yeah.
That's so tone.
Like pitch perfect.
Is that intentional to have tone and soprano? Like tone? Because they would call them tone.
No, it's his.
What a multi-layered
his
show.
tone of voice.
Yeah. Anyway, what about it? We just
No, there's a soprano.
Oh, it is the Sopranos.
There's a Sopranos episode where they went into the deli and they started messing with the scale.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, that's what they're doing. It's like did you ever see when those fishermen were cheating? They were stuffing.
Yeah,
fucking,
they put fucking like weights in the fish.
These cod are weights. There's weights in the cod.
That's a badass move.
Yeah.
I think they were doing that for a while.
They were getting
they were
millies.
cleaning up.
Well, they fucked up. They fucked up big time because everyone put up the same amount of fish and they tripled the fucking weight or something. So they were like, look,
They
obviously
got too greedy.
this doesn't make sense. Yeah. They're weighted fish, but that's what they're doing. That's what these Rosarios are doing.
Yeah.
Go down there and ask for some
everyone's got a
pancale.
scheme.
Some pancale. And see him scrape it up. I'm telling you, he's like, that's a pound. I go, bro.
I'm sure.
Bro,
I mean, they're doing well now. Action Bronson put them in the videos, and they've been blowing
he?
up. Yeah. He said they have the best pizza in the city, which is.
I don't think that's
I
true.
don't think it's. It's a great market.
The other one across the street, Rosie and Jim's or whatever it's called, is even better.
Yeah, it's like a bakery pizza.
What's that one called? Rosie and Jim's?
Rose and Jim's.
Rose and Jim's?
Dan and Roses.
Dan and Rosie. Rosie and Jim was a TV show about puppets in England, and they would float down the river in an old barge. We'd go Rosie and Jim, going along attacking interracial couples. Rosie and Jim, you better not move into our neighborhood, you dirty Rosie and Jim. It's from the 60s. It was a different time.
Sure.
Different time back then.
Of course.
There is a lot of shows that kind of do have sort of old school kind of racism.
Yeah. Even 10 years ago.
Like what?
I don't know. I can't think of a specific one, but there.
Yeah, but sounds about
I'm
right.
not gonna name names.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Even 10 years ago,
Even 10 years ago.
Even 10 years ago, it was everywhere. Like what? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm talking about? Guy Code? You ever see Guy Code? The thing they said on Guy Code? Don Lemon?
Remember Pete Davidson? He was the black guy on fucking Guy Code. That's how that
Back
show.
in our day. Those lips.
Well, did you ever have Mr. Man?
Mr. Man?
Mr. Man, Little Miss and Mr. Man.
No.
Well, that's a cartoon series from like the 50s or 60s in America. They're famous for that, but they had these books. They're like little kids' books, Mr. Man. And you had like Mr. Fast. They're all shaped like weird shapes. There was like a triangle guy. He was pink and he would run around real fast. Then you had Mr. Bumpy. He was like this fat guy. He was covered in
Bumps.
well, not even that it was tape or whatever the fuck. But then they had Mr. Rude, French guy. Not lying. You got hello, I am a Mr. Rude. I am so rude. I do not say thank you.
That's pretty spot on.
Pretty solid.
I've been to Paris once. My left. They're
Paris?
pretty rude. Paris.
Yeah.
Maybe because I was Jewish, but I thought they were pretty rude.
Yeah, but everyone in France calls the Parisians.
I almost got
Fucking rude.
pickpocketed on the train from Paris to Versailles.
Oh, the Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah.
Did you go over there? Did you find out where they did this treaty?
I signed that damn treaty.
Where fucking Hitler justified his war, pretty much?
It wasn't a hard justification.
Yeah, but there's a lot of pickpocketing going on over there.
Yeah. I was on a train. old gypsy lady comes over and puts her hand on my pocket.
Woo!
And I literally caught her. And there's a guy behind her who's like, don't worry. Nothing happened.
Yeah,
And
he
I was too much
watching.
of a pussy. I didn't do anything.
I'll tell you what, you're allowed, absolutely justified in smacking a...
Little backhand?
Oh my God, for a second I thought that wasn't recorded. Does he have that little red flash in the corner?
Yeah. What does that mean?
I thought it wasn't recording. I almost fucking freaked out. They were some killer riffs.
Sheesh.
That was a riffathon. So when did you go to France?
After college, I did a little 2-week
College
excursion.
boy, huh? Where'd you go to college?
I went to UMass Amherst.
Sumas.
UMass, University of Massachusetts in Amherst.
In Amherst.
Amherst.
Yeah, it's like Massachusetts, like where they play football.
Yeah.
Big football.
Not big football. Not big.
Who's the
big hockey.
Who's Mass that plays football then?
Who's the Mass?
Who's the Mass?
I'm the Mass. I was a big. If you think I was a big boy, I was fucking so. I'm fat now. I was even fatter. I gained 35 pounds.
Give it up for losing weight. Shout out to Jessie Eigner losing weight.
I had 30. I had 30 meals a day. I would have dinner and then a double dinner at night.
In college?
Oh yeah.
Just it was so stressful, was it?
I just.
Were you getting laid, were you?
Getting laid by buffalo sauce.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Oh yeah.
There is sometimes. I will often say, the grand scheme of things, what's more memorable, the best sex of your life or the best food of your life? Really,
It's a great question.
you know.
It's not even a question for me. I get so much puss that's hard to compare to a great slice of Rosario's, you know?
Dude, I can't even. Dude, I just said I ate 30 times a day. I get pussy 60 times a day.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't remember most of the puss. I can't even remember.
No.
No. What about this? Hey, look, have a look at this hat. And everyone in the comments, let me know what you think about this hat. I bought it on Amazon.
It's a sharp hat.
I didn't realize. I think it's like a cool kid hat.
It's a cool guy hat.
It's a cool guy hat. I thought it was like more of just a standard cheap.
I think if you flatten out that brim, it'd look a little cheaper. But it looks like with a little bit of a bend, it looks like a cool guy hat, which looks cool.
If you flatten it, no, that's the problem. I think it's a cool guy fucking hat. It's like, Gavin Matz or something like that. He would wear it,
Yeah.
You know those comics that wear their hood up on stage and they talk about nothing?
Yeah.
That's kind of this. It's like real cool.
That's not what you're going for?
I'm not a cool guy.
I think you could be a cool guy if you want to.
No. I've got too much life experience. I worked in construction too long. I'm an immigrant. No such thing as being a cool guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy in America is like some kid from Indian parents who talks like a black guy. He's cool.
I went through definitely a cool guy phase.
I'm a cool guy. I'm wearing a Supreme shirt and all that cool.
I definitely want to be a cool
Hey,
guy
look
in
how
college.
cool I am. There's a brand new fashion. I can't imagine. Any man that keeps up with fashion has some deep-rooted problems. You know what I mean?
Sure.
My only friend that's fashionable is Tommy Pope. And I allow him to be fashionable because he's 52. And he's obviously going through some sort of a midlife crisis trying to pretend he's like the same age as all his friends.
He's a handsome guy, too.
Very handsome.
He can pull
guy.
it off.
Absolutely delicious looking guy. That's another problem. It's like you don't need to be fashionable. Just be the regular old guy.
That is the thing. When you're hot and fashionable, that's a guy.
But anyway, whatever age he is, I think he's into fashion. But like, I hate cool kids. I hate the fucking. There's a brand new fashion statement. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing these type of pants. Baggy pants with pockets are back. Like it's 2006.
Yeah.
The same fucking cargo pants that I used to wear back in fucking the day. They're back now. And anyone in their 30s that like follows a trend really is just a fucking pussy. I just can't accept it. Except for Tommy Pope. I love you, Tommy.
Tommy, tires.
Tommy does his thing. But anyone else following fashion trends makes me sick.
Yeah, I wear all black.
You just wear all black?
That's my fashion.
Imagine how big it'd be if you didn't.
Imagine.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
This
It wouldn't fit the screen.
This is a four-seater. We have to zoom out on the camera today for the first time.
Yeah.
This is the first.
First time you use that zoom out lens.
I have to get that special fisheye fucking GoPro to get off.
That's that mozzarella, man. Can't get off of it.
Jessie Eigner. Tell
Yes,
the
sir.
people about yourself. Where are you from? What are you doing? Where can they follow you?
Oh,
What
man.
do you got going on in your life? You're a stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian.
Based in New York City.
Yes, sir.
Known you a long time.
Yeah, man.
We like some of the very first open mics I ever did back in 2001.
You know, we've potted together before. I was thinking about this.
Did we?
We've done one podcast together before.
Can I guess?
Let's see. It was back in the 80s.
Was it Robbie Goodwin's pod?
No.
No. Real Ass Podcast?
No. Both podcasts have not been booked on.
Oh, did you just, when me and Jordan had the pod, did you come over and do the pod?
No.
Jordan?
No.
No. Oh, I don't know.
John Donovan. Remember that name? John Donovan.
Yeah, little skinny John Donovan. Oh, but Stand Up New York, was it?
It was no, it was at his apartment in the Upper East Side. We used to do a podcast together. He had his own pod, then he brought me in.
Yeah.
And you were, I think that's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely knew you before that, but like.
No, we knew each other from being around. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's
The
fucking.
open mic scene.
What's he do? What's Johnny up to?
I think he died. No,
Of what? Broken heart?
Yeah. No.
Being gay?
I haven't seen him in a long time. I think he stopped doing comedy.
Everyone stops doing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The truth
Very,
is,
very funny guy. Hilarious guy.
yeah. Well, R.I.P. John Donovan.
Yes,
and
sir.
R.I.P. that podcast, huh?
Name of that podcast was Please Don't Listen. And unfortunately, people.
I followed it.
Yeah.
You guys are too authoritative.
Yeah.
You had to do kind of cute, like, ooh, don't stick it in my ass. Like that kind of, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Little
I've
hard-
never done this
A little
before.
hard to get.
You got to play that kind of, I'm not that type of girl.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of girl, so sucking good little. Dude, if I was a chick with big tits, I would just be so rich.
You would use him?
Oh, yeah.
No bra?
Imagine if I had like nice, big, juicy tits, and
You don't have to imagine with
and
me.
I have the, I'm on the cover of my pod, and my pod is like.
Are you a
I'm
guy or a girl?
I'm a funny girl. I'm a real hot, funny girl
Yeah.
who's like 25 in New York City, and she's been doing comedy for 4.5 days and already has 200,000 followers on Instagram
That's
because
the
she
dream.
did a queefing fucking vid. But like and I'm like, I'm not that type of girl with my big fucking juicy yams sticking out the bikini.
That's the dream.
Because a lot of guys are losers. This is a funny thing. Something that Danny Polish joke about this a few days ago about like, there's a lot of stand-up comedians and guys. We're finally made it to stand-up comedy, the thing that they all love to listen about. That's a joke.
Little
because
inside baseball.
every time you do talk about stand-up, they all go, "Shut up!
I love it.
I'm a fucking fireman. I don't care about the fucking
The biz.
I don't give a fuck about Rogan's fucking." But these chicks will be popular online, and you go, sure, they're popular online because fellas want it, whatever. But losers will really go watch these women
And pay for it. Yeah.
on their own. They've nothing going on in life. They'll see some girl post her big tits. You go, "Hey guys, come see me in Columbus," and then they will literally buy tickets on their own and go watch it. And you go, "What's going on here, fellas?"
Right.
Maybe it's because I'm not like I'm not socially retarded. I'm from a generation of like, we remember getting cell phones.
You got a lady in your
Got
life?
myself a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Never really struggled. Never really want. See, this is another thing is, sure you always want to get some puss. Like you, the fucking Mr. Puss they call him.
Yeah. Not because I'm a giant puss, because I get that.
No,
puss.
Mr. Puss they call him around the neighbors. Yeah. Watch out. Hey, lock up your underage daughters.
Cross the street. Underage.
Just add that in. Uh-oh, fellas. Lock up your underage daughters. And you go, that's not the expression. What is it? What is the expression?
Be underage.
Whoa. No, any of them. I'll take all of them.
Yeah.
It helps. But
I hear you, though.
But also, it's like, I just couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a world where I would go watch a female stand-up comedian first, full stop, let alone then on my own with the off chance of me, like, obviously not, like, that's the example right there.
It's the internet. These guys.
Some people grew up on the internet. They're socially fucking inept.
Yeah.
They don't know how to talk to anyone.
It's too easy.
First of all, I used to be like this when I worked in construction, where like all these fucking dipshits from fucking Turks and Caicos that we worked with, you know what I mean? They're all speaking their like, that mumble jumble fucking French language they have down there. What is it? Sounds like a French guy choking on a fucking frog leg. What is it? It's called, what's it called? Creole? Called gumbo or whatever they call it. Anyway. But like women would be walking by and they'd be like, yo, baby, and all this stuff. And I go, we're having our look. I go, what's the best case scenario here? She comes over and talks to us. Now we're just talking to some fucking bitch on our lunch break.
I've always
Shut
wondered
up.
that. Yeah.
What's the best case scenario
Yeah.
here? She's not suck you off at the porta potty?
I've always thought it's like, because you're working construction, you have so much like testosterone. You're all sweaty and manly. You're like, I see a lady, I want to yell at her. But They don't think the next step
They're
is
like frogs or something. Dude.
Yeah.
They just can't help it. They're just like, what if I make enough noise?
Yeah. You never had that in you? Never like chirped a lady when you're moving?
I see girls and like internally. I do that internally. You know what I mean? Like, is that dog growling?
Internally. But you're not going to be like whistling at them. Be
No,
like
I just, what's the next step?
heckling them.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just, I just don't see any.
It must work for certain people.
It does work, yes, for some Dominicans that have heads like midgets, right? And you go, great, you have some Dominican girl with a massive, massive fucking cinder block on her fucking shoulders.
Yeah.
Great. But the truth is I'm like, now you've just ruined my lunch. Like if I'm sitting there eating and I'm working, I'm angry, and then some chick goes by and the guy goes, "Yo, what up, mama?" And then she goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like she's on
Must have a conversation now.
Some dirty fucking Turks and Caicean.
This guy goes pretty nice.
The people that live there and the people from there are pretty rough. It's pretty rough, I tell you. Haitians wouldn't go there, I tell you. Whatever, but I never understood that. But also then, yeah, but it's like then you have that other. You know Emily Ratajkowski?
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful women in the world, I believe. That's my.
I'll co-sign that.
That's my what you call it? My
Dream girl?
Yeah.
Your number one?
Yeah. But that's my hall pass.
I could just see her being such a fucking wench.
I don't care. I'd let her put cigarettes out on my nips.
Sure. Is that your thing too?
Cigs on the nips?
Yeah.
Yeah. If for the right lady.
Yeah.
I do say, and I've said this loads of times, and a lot of my fans hate it, but Emily Ratajkowski, you're on a date with her, she's dressed to the nines, she's looking great, she's got the legs slit, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
at some fancy restaurant, you're eating wine, it's like that time of your life. Then she goes, come back to my house, and then she pulls up her fucking beautiful dress, and she has like a nice little cock. Probably sucking it. That's how good looking she is.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna not fuck Emily Ratajkowski because I find out she's a man.
Especially if she's been.
Just so you know, that's love. Love transcends all beauty.
Absolutely, absolutely. If she's been conning the entire world, and she's got a little cock under there, more for you.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me not to fuck.
This is full circle. Talking about eating guys out in.
Someone's like, you fucked a trans woman? I go, yeah, it was Emily Ratajkowski. I go, kind of doesn't count.
No,
Kind of
more
doesn't
for
count.
you. That would change the entire game.
Yeah, it's like the way it's like you ate your food off the ground. It's like yeah, but it was like a breakfast bar. It was like a granola bar. So
Yeah,
it's like
5 second rule.
doesn't really pick up at.
It's a little
I didn't
cock.
scrape ice cream off the fucking floor. It fucking yeah.
Emily Ratajkowski.
But her husband cheated on her, and she divorced him. And you go, yeah, but that's the only type of guy who could get her. Is the type
The
of
guy's
guy
gonna divorce her.
No, the
Oh,
type
guy's
of-
gonna cheat?
The type of guy that cheats on Emily Ratajkowski is the type of guy that can date her.
Right.
The type of guy that
fucking
won't
asshole.
cheat on her, yeah, because he's just that kind of a guy.
Yeah.
The
That's
type of
that's the guy
who's-
she wants.
Yeah, the type of guy who feels comfortable around her, that type of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Whereas the type of guy that's not gonna cheat on her wouldn't even get a date with her.
Right.
Sorry.
You gotta be a fucked up
And it's the
guy.
same with these incels. You know, the type of guy that will fuck a female comedian on a one nighter in Boise isn't buying tickets to go see them. So this is unfortunately the world we live in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love the incels when they come out to the fellas night out.
Yeah,
Because
man.
at least they're coming out to hang out.
Hell yeah. I lean towards incel for sure.
When I did a couple of dates with the Dad Meat Boys from Philly, and the Stand Comedy Club said they never sold so many single tickets.
Really?
Yeah, because all the fans, especially the Dad Meat fans, are kind
Who
of.
I never heard of them.
They're just some Philly guys: Tim Butterly, Mike Rainey.
Oh, I know.
Solid
Yeah,
squad.
yeah.
But a lot of their fans are just lonely office men.
Right.
A lot of fat gay retards, as they say. That's what they call them. I don't call them that, but that's what they call
Yeah.
themselves. So yeah, a lot of single men.
I feel like probably makes for a rough show if it's a bunch of singles who's like everyone's in their own head.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Probably not as good. Groups is what you want. You want big groups.
Yeah.
Groups are ideal.
You ever had group sex?
Once, me and my mate fucked this one chick, kinda. Not really, nothing great. You? Do you ever have group sex? You and 8 girls, is it? Gotta save time.
What was that?
Okay, you and eight chicks, you gotta
Yeah.
save time.
Yeah. King of the puss.
This is the problem. The reason I have threesomes is otherwise I'd be fucking all day.
Yeah.
I don't have to-
Get them all in there at once. Just get it done with.
Huberman says to have orgies so that you can get all your sex out of the way in the Monday morning. First thing I do and wake up in the morning, I get some sunlight, and then I fucking shove my head in a fucking poor fat bitch's asshole.
Oh, shit. No, I never had group sex.
Never. Did you ever jerk off?
Me? No.
Yeah. No?
Why do it when you don't have to?
Yeah. Fire blanks.
That ain't
You
me.
have so much pussy when you fucking come.
me, Out here on Ditmars? Do people know where you live?
Not exactly, but I'm sure they could figure it out. I post enough photos where they send to that guy, the what's it called, geotagging? What's that thing when they search online? They show this guy a photo of like some dirt road, and the guy goes, Sahara. And they zoom in.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a Google Maps. It's
called geotagging or something, or
I've just seen videos of it.
geomapping.
They can figure out where in the world you are.
But there's a guy that should be with the CIA or something, right? Shouldn't you be like, all right, enough of playing your online game and getting people to retweet you?
That's
Why
also-
don't you go work for the CIA and find out
Use those clues.
where this beheading ISIS video is
Right.
coming from?
Right.
Why don't you find Hamas?
But he-
Why don't you find the hostages,
Yeah.
dude? If you're so good at this, get off the fucking TikTok and find the
The
hostages.
views are more important. Getting those clicks.
You know why you can't do that? Because there are no hostages. It's a false flag created by your fucking propagandists. You a big Zion guy? You Team Israel? You can be. You can be safe. You can support the Knicks and Israel. That's fine.
You said Knicks?
The Knicks.
Yeah,
You can support the Knicks and Israel. That's fine. Actually, I'm sure there's a lot of people like that.
Sure.
Sam Morrell.
Yeah,
He's a Zionist.
Yeah. I don't have enough. I listened to the Rachel Feinstein episode.
Did you? Well, just like to research and see what's going on.
I'm a big fan.
Of
I'm
Rachel?
I'm a Tyrrell. I'm a Colum.
I'm a huge fan of Rachel Feinstein. I wouldn't miss a single thing she did.
That's what I'm saying. No,
we-
you asked her also if she was a big Zion. She was like, she gave you a political response. I don't have enough information.
I don't remember the answer.
That's what she said. I don't have enough information.
Nah, no gives a fuck.
I'm dumb.
Whatever. Pick your team. Pick whatever. It's just it's going a little long now. It's just kind of like get over it. It's hot boy. It's fucking white boy summer.
Yeah.
Enough of this Jew shit. It's white boy summer.
Chet Hank said it. It's White Boy Summer, man.
All right, let's get some questions from the Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. Sign up. You can get first week 7 days for free. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. We are at 785 followers. At
Nice.
810, I'm going to go to an Eagles tailgate. So sign up right now. It's only $1 a month, or you can get the year for $10.08. Shout out to the $10.08. And if you want to get your... If you want to get your questions read on the pod, head over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. All right. This one comes in from Al Moore. How many pods have you had go sideways that you had to shelve? Good question
I like that
from
question.
Al Moore. Truly not that many.
That is the nightmare. I had that thought walking across the street here. It was like, what if it just like halfway through was like, this is not going to work?
It's happened, though. I've been on pods where they just go, I'm not feeling this. This isn't it. You know what I mean?
I'd rather than
It's
do
usually
that.
it's usually when I call the host fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fat people, they get in there. Like, you go, yeah, because you're fat. And they go, ha, ha, ha.
And then
then 20 minutes
they're
later, they
in
go,
their head the entire
whole
time.
time, they're like, they're
Yeah.
you didn't do the fat guy.
Believe me, I thought about it.
A lot of people do it. They do the
thought
fat
about
guy.
it. You either get
Sean Gardini did the episode like that, but that's because he had a hard on.
Yeah. And this feels so much more comfortable for me, but
Does it? Well, do
Yeah.
it. Cover up. Put the fucking this blanket over you, dude. You're looking,
All right.
you're looking like that. You're looking like that gypsy lady who picked your pocket. Look, that's not bad. You can bundle up, yeah. Now, are you feeling good? Feeling
I
cozy?
can really riff. Now I can really fucking let it rip.
Now the
man.
chains are unleashed.
Dude, I am a fucking
Dude, the belly's put away.
Yeah, fuck the Palestinians, man. That place doesn't fucking exist. You fucking get them out of there.
What currency do they
You
use?
kidding me?
What currency do they
That's
use?
what
Where did their government sit? Jesus, I'll tell you what though. West Bank's the only bank the Jews don't fucking have control of.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the last one.
That's pretty
That's
good.
the final badge. That's not a bad joke. Has anyone ever said
That's
that
pretty.
before? Eric.
Sounds new.
Eric, if you're listening to this, edit that, clip that, post it on social media.
Can you edit me out of that clip?
Can you put a giant fucking mosque in the... Can you just replace him with a mosque? A floating mosque?
We've got a mosque here today. So what do you have to plug?
That's a funny episode to be like, hey guys, welcome to today's episode. A little bit of changes happened. We did an episode. It was a great episode, but at the very end, we started getting into Zionism. We had a beef. The guest doesn't want to be in the episode anymore. So what we've done is we've edited him out, replaced him by Muhammad.
Honestly,
I've replaced him with Muhammad. And there's this...
I clear that. I'm A-okay with that.
And we've used AI to turn his voice into a very Muhammadi...
Your views will go a
Dude,
lot,
that would be
higher.
so funny.
That'd be hilarious.
To be a pro-Palestinian guy and interviewing Muhammad. And then just have both sides hating you.
Yeah. I bet that would get some clicks.
Dude, hey, listen, the only thing I care about is getting these fucking gains, bro.
Sure, man.
Getting these gains. 200 grams of protein a day.
Good for you, man.
All right, so how many pods have you had go ciders that you had to shelf? Not many. Really, truly not many. I've done it with solo, because I do the solo episode on Patreon every week. And sometimes that's when you really got to force yourself to get into the headspace, because you can just start talking. If you're just sort of feeling in that, that mood where you're bored, you don't do stuff.
Yeah.
It does. It comes across the mic so fucking...
Absolutely.
So, like, I've done it where I pulled the plug, like, 20 minutes in. Or I've recorded an episode for 40 minutes and go, this sucks. And then I just stop, restart, start again.
It's going to be tough to listen back to those.
Yeah, and then you get confused because then you're like, all right, guys, didn't like that episode. Let me try it again. I hope I... And then towards the end of the episode, I go, did I say that on this one or did I say it on the last one? Whatever. The solos are bad. I had one with Ray Kump once that never made it out because... But in fairness, something happened with the cameras. I don't know. We lost the file, but I was kind of happy that we did anyway too, because Ray Kump was like, she's a funny guy, but I was like, what do you think about this? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, all right, cool. And then you hear they're doing this, and he's like, I don't care. Yeah. And he's like, well, you're gonna have to pretend to do something here. You're gonna have to, like, what's the point of you being on a podcast?
Tim Dillon somehow, God, like, he is a very funny guy. But when Tim Dillon was with Ray had this magic. But I feel like I haven't really seen it on.
Yeah, I don't know
his
much.
own.
I don't know, but that goes with every podcast person.
Oh, of course.
You kind of have to pretend to be interested in shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shout out to Ray Kump. Maybe we'll have him back again.
Shout out to him.
Well, I did realize podcast with him not too long ago. So how many pods have you had to shelf? Not many. I did have a great episode that I deleted by mistake one time because my old producer saved them in the wrong fucking spot. I was clearing files, and then the guy had them saved in the wrong date. And because the computer fills up, so I was like, delete all of me recording, and then he had them in the wrong date.
That's gonna
so
burn
mad.
you.
I was so mad. But Rafi Bastos, Brazilian comedian, we actually had a fucking great pod.
He's hilarious.
He's all right, yeah. If yeah, probably good we shelved that one. You know what I mean? Anyway, but other than that, I don't know. I've never heard too much.
I used to have a pod.
I've had a lot of people ask me to delete things out of episodes.
Edit
And
it out.
I hate it. And anytime they've ever asked me to do that, I immediately put them on my list of losers.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're on my list of losers.
Who's on that list?
You wouldn't even want to know. You wouldn't even want to know, but you're on it twice.
Yeah, man. That Zionist stuff better not go up. It
yeah.
can't go up. Anything pre-me bundling up over here?
Okay.
I did a pod with Dan Lamort. And
when he was fatter or now he's annoying?
He was fatter. And
he was fatter? He's a big fat guy back then?
He was a big BFG.
That's another one. Have a look at Dan Lamort. Dan Lamort was like 400 pounds. And everyone liked him. Now he's like skinny and running like fucking ultra marathons. And everyone's like, shut up, Dan.
Banging Natalie Cuomo.
Who gives a fuck, Dan? Oh, great. An Iron Man until your ankle snapped? Shut up. Eat some brisket and fucking be fat again. Remember he used to be a big fat cunt? He was. He was this big, huge fucking Ford. He lets you know, by the way. Follow him on social media. There's a guy who lost the weight and lets you know. Every 2 weeks. I used to be fat. Yeah, All right, if the...
Now we're cooking with gas.
Oh, now we're fucking snapping necks.
Yeah.
We're snapping necks, Dan Lamort. Stupid French name, fuck. I've been loving Natalie Cuomo, and I can't help it.
Can't help it, man. That's love. Love is love.
All right, yeah, so that was it. So that we're just talking about podcasts and shelving. What would you need? But if anyone ever asked me, go, hey, can you delete that? I go, yeah, sure. Because sometimes people say stuff in the moment and they go, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I hate everything I say in the moment.
All right, and then we got another question. We really at the bottom of the barrel.
Have you ever asked someone when you went on a podcast to take something out?
Yeah. Certain stuff, you know, especially if they ask you like a question and you go, I don't want to talk. Like if I asked you a question about something specific, and then you go, I don't want to talk about that.
You want to take that? Yeah.
I'll go,
yeah.
don't even. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I've had that. I've had that before. But there was like stupid questions. Whatever. All right, here's another question. Here comes in from Alexander Wallace. Freedom. Colum, spelled with 2 L's. You idiot. What is the most useful trade of all the trades? All right, well, that's, I don't know.
I'd say
being a little African boy who works in the coal mines. It's a solid little trick. Did you ever see Francis Ngannou? He's from like one of those little places.
Ngannou?
Francis Ngannou.
The UFC guy?
The UFC guy.
Yeah.
His son just died. R.I.P.
Oh, no.
Make a joke out of that.
How did he die? What? How did he die?
His dad had one of those fucking, what do you call it?
I can't tell the bits.
An Oculus. Yeah, the dad had an Oculus and was like doing like a boxing thing or something, and he fucking punted him. He was pretending to play NFL, and he went to kick the fucking field goal, and he kicked his little boy out of the country. He just kicked him. Fucking
Rest in peace,
Francis
man.
Ngannou.
That's a tough way to go.
And then he had to
he's a fighter.
and he picked up, huh? What the? No!
You'd think if
Little Simba.
he could feel it when he kicked.
Yeah, no, because he kicked it. He goes, what does this? And he looked up, no! And he went,
That's tough. That ain't easy.
no.
But the Oculus, that's
My
pretty...
ninth child. Please. No, that's sad. We shouldn't be taking Ngannou. So if any of the stuff we'll ever make... Francis Ngannou punted his kid. Now his kid died of cancer or something sad like that.
Oh, man.
But Francis Ngannou grew up in the coal mines. I love Francis. He's the best.
Beast.
Born and raised in the village of Bate, Cameroon. He lived in poverty, had no education, dreamed of having an Oculus and being a kicker for the Miami Dolphins. Francis Ngannou's parents divorced when he was 6. Let me see. It doesn't mention, but I thought he grew up in some coal mine type of bullshit.
That's a tough trade. Coal mine?
Yeah.
What was the question? What's the best trade?
What's the best trade?
Probably Chris Paul for Steve Nash back in the day.
Ayo!
Come on.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I don't know. What's the actual logistically like? The truth is if you want to go money, you want to be something like usually like general construction is where the real money is. So you become the building guy. You become the whole construction.
The developer.
So like the electricians is kind of like if we're just talking in terms of where you can keep going to the higher. I think electricians might have the best union work. Actually, the highest paid is like there's a couple of the highest paid. That guy who they shove him up into a crane. Every now and again, some guy will go sit up there in the crane and he has to shit into a bucket or whatever. That guy, they
makes the big bucks.
They get paid huge money. They're getting paid hundreds of dollars an hour.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of pressure.
But and only a select few get those jobs. You got to work your way up the ladder. But that's a good one. Anyone up there in the crow's nest or whatever they call it, who's lifting planks, big money.
It's kind of a sick job too. It's like a video game. You playing with a crane.
Yeah, one of those cunts almost killed me one time. I was
really?
There was a storm kind of started, but the thing is they rent those. Those are expensive to rent, those cranes. You get a permit so that they can park on the road, shut down the road. And we had like a couple of things they have to do, big planking. So they drop these huge, like there's no ceiling. This is boring as fuck, but there's no ceiling on the buildings. They just have huge big rows of cement, concrete even. and it's like they weigh tons, and they pick them up and then they drop them like
Holy
fucking.
shit.
And then when you're up there, you push them together, and then you fill the gaps with cement. But the guy was up there, and it was wind, and it came down and hit a thing and sort of spun around. And
You were on the ground?
I was up there, yeah. It almost crushed me. It fucking bounced. If I was like 4 feet if I was about 5 feet to the left, I probably would have crushed me.
Yeah,
It was scary.
Where
as
was
fuck.
that?
Up in the Bronx.
The Bronx?
The Bronx.
The
New
boogie
York,
down?
New York City, the Bronx. Oh, you want some money? What you want to do is be a underwater welder. That's where the money is.
Really?
I swear to God, yeah. Deep sea diving welder.
Like
Huge
building like
money.
bridges and shit?
Yeah, repairing boats, repairing oil rigs, things like that. So you got to be an expert welder, and you got to be an
Scuba
expert
diver.
scuba.
Yeah.
You do scuba, but also then
scuba
you get to
for you?
then you get to go scuba around like Hawaii and shit. Although
Yeah.
you're probably bored as fuck with that shit. You know what I mean?
It's still pretty
You
awesome.
might get a shark attack or whatever, but that's where the money is. Underwater, if you really want to make big bucks,
There you go.
underwater deep sea diver. Sakamiko, I believe, is an
Underwater welder?
underwater welder. Yeah.
Really?
No, he is a sea creature. Sorry.
Bingo.
Yes, he is a. He's often covered in seaweed
Sure.
because that's where he sleeps because he can't get into.
You don't need the weight belt if you're going down into the water. You ever gone scuba diving?
Have I gone scuba diving?
Snuba. No. It's snuba.
What is snuba?
It's scuba diving, but the tank is on a boat, and you got like a cord. You've got like a. You don't have to have the tank on your back. You're scuba diving with like a wire up to the top of a boat. Snuba.
That's not bad.
It's a lot of fun. Did
Probably
that-
safer too.
Turks
is
and
it?
Caicos.
You did it down in
Yeah.
T&Cs?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it Turks and Caicos? Is Caicos with a C or K?
See.
All right, T&Cs.
Yeah.
So you go down there, you're on the rope, so then if like a whale catches you or something,
Yeah,
they
you
can
just pull
pick
it
and
back
yank
up.
you back out.
Yeah. You don't need all the training for scuba diving. You don't have to do all the breathing
Yeah,
exercises.
so they can pull you out and then there's no like limit to whatever. And you don't have to do any training.
No. You can't go that deep.
I remember doing scuba diving years ago and my fucking the goggles wouldn't
with
fit.
water?
They got
Oh.
filling up with water.
That's
so then
scary.
you have to do this thing where you go
Yeah.
and you blow all your snots and it would fill it
Yeah.
up. So your eyes are just eventually filled up with snots. So you're
Yeah.
just like trying to look through snots to look at stuff.
Scuba diving is good for.
I feel like
for
a lot of
panicking.
this stuff is wasted when you're a child, though. Like I feel like,
Those activities.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
feel
would-
that'd be useful now to like.
it's just like I feel like when I was 12, I was just like a dipshit. All I wanted to do was look at fucking tits in magazines or whatever. Now it's like I've been to Paris twice, wasted. I don't think I had a good time either time. Now I want to go and eat some fucking croissants,
Right.
and maybe finger a girl with a fucking hairy muff. Some of that European pubes.
That's what I'm talking about.
You ever hear about the pubes over there?
I sure have.
Jesus Christ.
I muff.
You're muffed up?
I muff. Yeah, that's my new app. I'll get muffed up. I agree. I feel like the
scuba diving thing is like another thing I didn't give a fuck about when I was a kid.
Yeah. All these fun activities.
Now I'm older. I want to go see things. I want to go eat the food. I want
We should
to.
put kids to work and let the adults play. you
I
know?
do think we got to bring back child labor.
Yeah.
Actually, if you're a child and you want to work on the podcast, hit me up. Females only.
Underwater welding for the kids.
Shout out to Underwater Well. Right?
Shout out
All
to
right.
them.
Did you ever tell the folks if you haven't? What do you got? You're on social media.
Yeah.
You on the internet?
I'm on the internet.
Tell us this.
Don't got a lot going on.
How's the comedy going? Have you ever talked about SNL?
Have I ever thought about it? Not for me.
Do you ever have any like cousins or aunties say
Oh,
that to you?
yeah.
Oh,
Why don't you get on SNL?
yeah. Have you ever heard of what's that show? SNL? Yeah, you should do that.
I thought about it. Not for me.
No.
They've asked me. I didn't want to do it. Comedy is good. Follow me on Instagram, Jeigs, Jeigs. I got 1,500 followers.
Woo-wee.
Friends, family, cousins.
Woo-wee. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I can't do SNL because Michael J fucked my wife.
Actually. I heard Michael Che gets around.
Yeah, he fucked my wife. That was back in the day before he was fat too, so it was like a real good dicking.
But did he actually though?
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
That was that few weeks.
It's really broken my heart. It's like a hard thing to do. It's like, cause I was like, I can never trust her again, but at the same time, I don't want to get rid of her because whatever. So we're working through it. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, watch out. Don't leave Michael Che alone with your child bride. That's all I'm saying. My underage wife.
You know,
Michael Che fucked her, and that's fucked up. That's fucked
clip
up.
that. Tell you the new guy. Clip that.
Yeah, put that on fucking Next Week News or whatever they call that show. The news panel on
Next
SNL.
Week News.
What's it called? The news panel.
Weekend update.
Weekend upskirt.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. And what were you about to say before I rudely interrupted you?
You can see me on SNL next week. No.
That's Jelly Roll. That's Jelly Roll singing a song. You ever drive a truck? All right, everyone, take it easy. ColumTyrrell.com for all those tour dates. Take it easy.
Thank you.